All right, so today we're going to do a deep dive into the surprisingly complex, just perfectly engineered chaos of a 23-second internet masterpiece. It might look like a simple, absurd clip, but I'm telling you, underneath all that, it's a masterclass in comedic storytelling. Let's break it down.
It all kicks off with a promise. This one line, delivered with just absolute certainty, is the entire foundation for the joke to come. It's that confident proclamation someone makes right before the universe decides it has very, very different plans. This isn't just a line of dialogue. It's like a contract with us, the audience, setting up an expectation that the meme is about to gloriously and hilariously break.
And that promise of absolute failure leads us right into our first act, a hero's hubris. Because, all great comedy, from ancient Greek plays to modern internet memes, runs on one basic truth. The bigger the ego, the funnier the fall. So our hero enters the scene, and it's in glorious 4K. All these exaggerated muscles and just unshakable self-belief. This isn't just some random guy. It's a stereotype we all instantly recognize, right? The meme is doing this on purpose, leaning into this archetype, basically setting up a bowling pin that it's about to knock down with spectacular force. The video follows this classic 3-beat setup. First, you've got the confident entry we just talked about. Second, the impossible target, a barbell loaded with a frankly ridiculous amount of weight. And third, the attempt itself. The tension builds perfectly because we, the audience, we know exactly what's supposed to happen next. Or at least, we think we do. And then we get this, the classic time skip, a tool of pure comedic genius. We don't even need to see the struggle. The simple little text card tells us everything we need to know. His supreme confidence went up against reality, and well, reality won. Instantly. That little huh at the end, that's the first crack in his confident facade. But this isn't just about a simple failed lift. Oh no, the story spirals into something so much weirder. Which brings us to our second section, the reality glitch. This is the exact moment the video stops being about a guy failing at the gym and starts being about a total system crash. This is where reality just starts to come apart at the seams. As he's straining, his face starts to vibrate and distort, and the audio just dissolves into this garbled, glitchy, nonsense. It's the first real signal that the laws of this world are officially breaking down. His body isn't just failing, the video itself is starting to malfunction. And, this isn't just some random effect. The glitch effect is a really well-established piece of internet visual language. It's basically shorthand for we've left the real world behind. It taps into this whole digital aesthetic of glitch art, where the error is the art. So the character isn't just straining anymore, he's blue screening. He's having a critical error, and the joke is about to escalate big time. And that escalation leads us directly to the absolute heart of the meme, gravity's punchline. This is where the video just completely leans into the art of the absurd, and it delivers a punchline that absolutely no one could have possibly seen coming. See, after you've established a character with so much hubris that it literally broke the video's reality, well, the universe has no choice but to respond in an equally absurd way. This is no longer a weightlifter. This is a man who is now battling the very fabric of physics itself. And here it is, the punchline. The barbell doesn't just fall, it floats. It completely and utterly defies the laws of gravity. This is pure comedic gold. The humor just explodes from that clash between what we expect to happen, gravity, and what we get, a floating barbell. The sheer panic in his voice as he yells, "It's a floater," is just the perfect reaction. The laws of physics have officially clocked out. But the meme doesn't stop there. It just relentlessly layers on the absurdity. He gets pulled up into the air. His legs start spinning like a cartoon helicopter rotor in this desperate attempt to get some control. And as he's flying across the room, a bystander's face literally morphs into a shocked anime expression. Every single beat is more ridiculous than the last. Okay, so we have the story, we have the setup, and we have the absurd punchline. But what is it that turns a funny video into a viral meme? Well, that's our final section, the anatomy of its packaging. The humor isn't just in what happens. It's in the editing, the timing, and the sound design that make it so incredibly shareable. Let's actually break down this toolkit. That Japanese "eh" from the bystander, that's our own shock given a voice. The pathetic little ow when he finally crashes brings all that high-flying absurdity to a sudden, hilarious stop. And his dazed deadpan, "nice," is the perfect ironic understatement. But the final piece, the absolute masterstroke, is the music.
That music cue brings the entire story full circle. The meme starts with this promise of a great day, and it ends with the devastatingly sad opening chords of Gotti's Somebody That I Used to Know. This contrast is the final perfect punchline. The ultra-confident gym bro from the beginning, he's now just somebody that we used to know.
And that's really the crucial point here. This isn't just a funny clip. From the character setup to the reality-bending glitch, the absurd physics, and that perfectly timed musical punchline, every single second is crafted. It's a complete 3-act story about hubris and its consequences, all packaged for maximum comedic impact. So I'll just leave you with this thought. In an online world that so often feels surreal and chaotic, maybe humor that completely shatters the rules of reality isn't just absurd. Maybe it's actually honest. Perhaps it's the only way to truly capture how it all feels sometimes. Thanks for tuning in.